And we are live. Thanks for tuning in. We're starting the stream now.
I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings,
And ourselves.
we stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find a place called home, where everyone is free to roam, a whole new world, a better place for our children's futures at stake. And you'll find with music in your soul, laughter in your hearts, together we can grow a better place with love in us soul. And you will find together we can save it all. And you will find, and you will find a place called home, where everyone
Swift is like, this is like fucking watching the Avengers.
I pop my popcorn too. Huh?
Oh yeah, Angified presents. Yeah, no, not those. No. Whoops. Songs. So drop your links. Send them to me at angifiedlive@gmail.com. This Wednesday, every Wednesday, you know, you gotta want to get promoted. We have Mix It Up Monday where we do promos and behind the scenes. Yeah, what's coming at you, information and news. You see us, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. This is Angified Presents Productions. Oh yeah. Help support us at patreon.com/Angified. Yeah. It's Whip It Out Wednesday.
Oh, this is better than the Avengers.
The
Angevengers.
The Angeventures. Yes.
Well, we definitely have Angeventures.
Did you say Avengers?
He did.
Avengers. Hey, I'm popping my popcorn too.
Oh, I hope it's cheese popcorn.
But I was just thinking that. But would the sprinkled cheese be like better, or the shredded cheese, or
I'll melt that shit if I can.
Listen, let me tell you something.
How do you cheese popcorn?
You got, hey, listen, there ain't no way to go wrong with popcorn, but cheese salt. They make that sprinkle salt in the thing.
Yep.
That's the only way I can do it. I cannot put no other kind of cheese on popcorn but the little salt, the cheese salt.
Somebody's got to come up with some cheese butter, because I would totally buy that.
Ain't nothing like taking that salt, putting some butter in that salt, mixing it up real good.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Don't take my idea that it's been copywritten right now.
Hey, if I'm gonna spend $10 at the movie theater for like popcorn,
then buy a bar of Velveeta.
Oh God, Velveeta.
Velveeta is the only way to go then there, Toad.
Slices. Polisher says slices. Oh man, how y'all doing tonight?
Good.
I'm doing great. And you know what? Like, if this is the first time you guys are tuning in and watching this show, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Ange. Next to me is, this way. Go ahead. Yeah, you.
Tony? Is that me?
Oh, wait, you're here this side.
Oh, you're poking me in the nose.
Oh my Jesus. And
I know how we switch. Hold on. Let's switch it. Okay, there we go. I switch it around.
Okay, well, now I guess it came to me. It came back around to me, right?
A mayonnaise ring spoon.
Boy, Cheddar Bar! What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh yeah, this is Whip It Out Wednesday, where we share our works in progress. All of the songs that are played tonight are from submission. They have been sent in, or I have been given permission to share. Okay, so are you guys ready to check some things out?
Oh, let's go.
Well, as long as you got permission.
I do. Okay. So one of my favorite artists, Mr. Dave Flemball, has come out with Diamond Dave Flemball and a new song that he just pushed out 4 hours ago and he sent to me. Are you guys ready?
Super freshy.
Oh, it's super freshy. Yes. I'll go ahead. I'm pulling up his YouTube channel so I can share his information with you guys. I can't wait. Yeah. This is fun. Okay. Diamond Dave Flimball, aka David A. Reed, the official YouTube channel of Diamond Dave Flimball, JELLO Nugget, Dave A. Reed, award-winning poet, the guitarist and songwriter of Philly's legendary Harry Flimball, and the driving force behind both JELLO Nugget and the DP3. You can find him on, obviously, sites.google.com, the dp3.com/home there, homepage. They've got a Facebook page and on Bandcamp. Go ahead, support them. And, you know, if you go over to Bandcamp, don't hesitate, you know, throw out $1 and support these artists. Buy their music, help support the industry before the AI take over. I don't know.
Support the love. Don't just share the love, support it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm not a big supporter of this AI takeover. I don't like it.
Well, get ready. Because here we go. This is PERMAZIT. PERMAZIT. Am I saying that right? PERMAZIT.
PERMAZIT by JELLO NUGENT.
Yes, let's go. Yes, Dave.
It's the people that wouldn't die. PERMAZIT.
Oh, yeah. Make sure to go ahead, like, share, subscribe at Dave Flimball. I'm going to drop it here as well so you guys can check him out. Yeah.
Somebody get the man some zit cream.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Now I understand it.
I got one at 8.
And I know how to say it.
Well, I thought I had a perma one when I was 18 or 14 because it lasted till I was 18. I was like, this thing's never going away.
Look, this thing, hey, look, it pops up every now and again. I guess it's just I got all this hair and then, and it's just sweat.
All this what? Hair? Did he say hair?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
hairy.
It's a hair zit.
Okay. That must suck. Wouldn't that be like more like a mole?
No, that's
No, it's more like an ingrown hair that can hurt.
Oh.
like a bitch, boy.
Well, we know Flemball's next song. Hair's it, the sequel.
Man.
Yeah, that would be like your teenage song you would play for your teenager right before they go through puberty. Like, listen to this song. You're gonna have these, so make sure you say goodbye zits. Get you some cream, get you some of that Noxzema. If that
Nowadays they got way more options than we used to have as a kid.
Hey, look, I don't even think I really had any pimples until I turned like 25.
Yeah, see, I pretty much wore them off by the time I turned 20. It was more of a teenage thing, your sweat, puberty, all that good stuff.
Oh my Lord. 99 said that Cheddar Bob looks like if Cole Seth had a brother that started a podcast.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
See, you guys should be Cheddar Bob and Corn Cob Rob.
Hey,
it's almost like meant to be
where's
here.
My tag team partner? We're the tag team podcasting champs of America. What's up?
Right. Oh my Lord. Okay. So the next one that I'm going to share with you guys is Pierrot himself at Metal Goot Music on Bandlab and Dr. Snave at Dr._Snave on Bandlab. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share that information here in the chat as well so that you guys can go ahead and check out both of these amazing artists. And we have a song for you. Yes, sent this one over. Yeah, I'm still catching up. But here's Pierrot. Okay. Let's WIP It Out Wednesday. Oh my gosh, that was freaking awesome. Make sure you guys go ahead and support Pierrot, support all of his amazing artists that he does work and collaborate with as well. You know,
Oh,
Dr.
same
Snave,
with Snave.
yes,
Snave's a
I'm missing
monster
Hell
collaborator.
Night. Yes, definitely. So we had to crank it out the best way that I knew how to on Whip It Out.
And D was right. That bass, nice and chunky.
Oh yeah.
Kind
And
of
I
stole
loved
the
how it was
show
up
for me.
front. It did. It was up front. You
Like
know,
in a good mosh with a good riff like that, having a bass that like drives like that is the sugar on top.
I think I might have found a guy.
A
You found a guy?
I found a guy that just made made some new podcasting intro music for the wrestling podcast.
Oh, you want to sound like that?
Yes, I wanted to sound. You know, kind of like you remember when girl had that that kind of sound. Had that. That's the sound that I'm looking for.
Oh, Ange plays better mouth guitar.
I do. Sorry, it's been a long time thing, you know. I hear different melodies and different things and chords and riffs and just music's like all around. So like I'm a problem child.
Oh no.
And speaking of, an artist that we haven't heard from for a while is back now, and he is on the lab, Levi Daniels.
Okay, then.
He sent in a song tonight called Born a Thief. This is one of my originals I have selfishly been holding back. Here it is for the first time. There's a 5-minute recording. We have Levi Daniels published this one out. Here's another freshie. May 26, 2025. Oh, yeah. You ready?
And he's not being selfish.
No. Let's do it.
You know, I was born a thief. I stole my mama's breath so I could breathe. Daddy couldn't forgive, so he packed it up and he stole away. My life has been a curse. It started bad and just kept getting worse. I never learned to cope. I turned to alcohol and dope and I let it burn. We are born strong, brave. We are marching toward that day. Nobody gets out of line. We'll lay side by side one day. My only crime is living. I'd give my life if this were given. But I ain't giving ground, and I won't be knocked down anymore. We are born strong and brave. We are marching toward that day. Nobody gets out of line. We'll lay side by side one day. We are born strong and brave. Nobody gets out alive. We'll lay side by side one day. Nobody gets out alive. We'll lay side by side one day. No, I was born a thief.
Damn, that is a great song, Levi. Thank you for not being selfish. That one deserves to be out there.
Absolutely. He had a great Johnny Cash storytelling type vibe to it.
That's what I was thinking.
And you could feel the emotion and the grit as he was, performing the vocals.
Yeah, I love country that can walk the line between that talking Johnny Cash style with the verses, and then he goes into this chorus and it
Yeah.
just complements like everything he's talking about.
I felt that, like, what I mean, and I felt that walk the line type of
Well, yeah, the verses were very Johnny,
Beautiful.
like I was talking about talking verses the other night with Christian, like in metal when they kind of talk the words. In country, when you do it that way, it's hard not to associate it to Johnny Cash. He did it the best.
right.
Yes.
Right. I mean, there was no, no, it was a good song. Like, I could feel that being on a radio station. Like, that should actually be played on a radio station for real.
Yeah, that's the kind of song I would think I'd hear with the damn old hillbillies. They have that kind of country, and Tom Benz has that country voice.
Yeah, it sure does.
Levi knows his country. That was awesome.
Can I give a shout out real quick? Shout out to somebody.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don Sway, shout out to Don. If you're watching, man, don't forget, we got you. Yeah, and you ain't met Don Sway yet. Don Sway is a artist. I met him in rehab. He is very, very popular on Instagram.
Okay.
He does a lot with the motivation, like he motivates people to do better for themselves.
Beautiful.
He's Christian, but one thing about him is he gives you blunt, raw version of himself, and he tells you how he sees it. Maybe you like for him to come on.
Well,
the show.
and that's the kind of artists we like. I like authentic, genuine artists. You can tell when an artist is really putting their emotions on their sleeve.
Right. So I mean, he's one of the guys that he preached in front of the everybody. They gave him 15 minutes to say whatever he was going to say, but he did not disappoint. He came through and he sung an a cappella song, and you and Ange know singing something a cappella for the very first time in front of people it's hard, and if you don't do it the first time, you're like done. If you don't do it good the first time, you're done. Like,
Well, a cappella is one of the hardest singing styles. Getting to harmonize with other voices and make good a cappella takes practice.
He came through, he delivered, and that's one guy. I messaged him a while ago. He messaged me. He's like, "Man, I'm thinking about you." I said, "Man, I miss you too. I miss you too." And he'd come knock on my door in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, you got some noodles?" I said, "Yeah, you want to make a pocket?" So yeah, me and him got along very well. I had my very first studio. Well, not first one.
Oh, well, Chetta, it is Whip It Out Wednesday. So if he's free, he's
tell him
more
to whip
welcome
it
to
out.
join us and whip him on in. And while you do that, I got another whippings for you all. Yeah. Here, check this out. This is Derealization featuring Becca, produced by Lone Heart. Go ahead. Open up the collaborators here. At Jess Becca and Betty G 1111. Okay. All right. At Jess Becca, I am Loneheart, Benny G at Bandlab Community Team, Hip Hop Rap Bandlab New Trap Fired Music Beat Freestyle Lit Beats Trendsetter. Yes, trendsetter. Well, you definitely are like a future go-getter. There's no doubt in that. Trending pop, R&B, rock, love, like yeah, 6.92 thousand plays. This is awesome. God first. Like I followed like immediately. Okay, here we go with derealization. Go back up. Woo-hoo. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was another beautiful song, like just like the last one.
Yeah, you're on a roll, Ange.
I know. Whoa.
Well, I really like Benny's words in that.
Yes.
That was deep. I see. This is why I like the art.
Stealing my stuff that I wrote in the chat. I see how it is. Go ahead. It's good. It's good.
I like them artists that aren't afraid to like be faith-based, that they're not afraid to like pronounce their appreciation for their faith, and it makes for better lyricists, makes for better meanings in songs.
Well, better meanings in songs. Whew.
right now I'm taking interest in doing some work with some people. If you need a couple songs mixed or mastered, or you like for me to collaborate with you guys, just go ahead and send them in to Angified Live, and we'll review them, and I'll, maybe, you never know.
Oh, Cheddar wants to exercise.
My vocals are a little rusty right now, and they need a little bit of lubrication. So I feel like song would do it.
I don't know if this is the exact things when we talk about getting cheesy, but it is quite cheesy. Okay.
And somehow it always goes back to lube.
Right? I don't know how. It's crazy.
I like to oil things up.
Right?
No, this is not oil. This is like, I gotta.
Well, we're not talking Diddy level, but.
Oh. Yeah, we ain't going there. But you know where we are going? We're going to A New World Rising from Shattered Clay.
Okay. Let's see.
Shattered Clay, that's a cool name for a band.
Yeah.
This is Sems. Published out yesterday.
Oh, from the Shattered Clay. Oh.
Yeah, did I say it wrong?
Good title, Sems.
He says, hello, you all amazing forebringers of the ascending era. I have summoned once again, one original metal track from the depths of a composer mind. Once again, I need some help with vocals from AI, so guilty as charged. Sam's Symphonical Orchestra.
Oh, and I like how he uses the AI for vocals. He's using a good synthesizer that does sound decent.
You know, if you guys know, or if you are a female artist that hears one of these tracks that Sems has done and you think you can do that justice, please don't be afraid to hit him up to be like, let me, you know, would you mind, you know, can we collaborate? Because I'm sure he would love nothing more than to actually go ahead and get real vocals onto these pieces.
Oh, hell yeah. Sems is a great artist to collab with.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing like a female artist with some love on some music. I love it.
Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's check this out. I'm so excited. This is Sems.
is bruised, but the sun still flies. A spark ignites in the endless nights. You are rising from the shattered clay, turning darkness into brighter day. From the ruins, life will find its voice. A second chance, we make the choice. Rivers carve through mountains torn apart. Healing wounds left deep in the earth's heart. Trees will grow where shadows used to fall. Echoes face, replaced by nature's call. You are rising from the shattered clay, turning darkness into brighter day. From the ruins, life will find its voice. A second chance, we make the choice. Hands begin to dreams reborn in what we earth. Fires once burned, but now they warm. A fragile peace within the storm. Rising from the shattered clay, turning darkness into brighter day. From the ruins, life will find its voice. A second chance, we make the choice. Through the rubble, hands begin to weave. Dreams reborn in what we believe. Fires once burned, but now they warm. A fragile peace within the storm. You are rising from the shattered clay, turning darkness into brighter day. From the ruins, life will find its voice. A second chance, we make the choice. Rivers carve through mountains torn apart. Healing wounds left deep in the earth's heart. Trees will grow where shadows used to fall. Echoes face, replaced by nature's call. You are rising from the shattered clay, turning darkness into brighter day. From the ruins, life will find its voice. A second chance, we make the choice. Hands begin to dreams reborn in what we earth. Fires once burned, but now they warm. A fragile peace within the storm.
Freaking so awesome. Do you know what's funny? I have an artist that actually came to mind while I was going ahead and listening to this piece. Do you know who it was, Tony?
I was thinking Breaking Benjamin.
There is an artist out there on the lab, and he actually recently reached out to me. He was working on a track, and I thought he sent me a track, and then he took it back, and he said it's not ready yet, and he said he's sticking it on the pile. No, not Darian.
Oh, because Darian does have some songs that are kind of like what we just heard there, the same kind of cinematic orchestral.
So does Evil Cathedral.
Oh,
now
that's
Max
another one.
Mercy.
Yep.
Evil Cathedral or at Max Mercy, right? I think he's at Max Mercy now.
And this had that kind of like industrial techno groove going behind the guitars that Max Mercy, since he's changed to that, has.
Yes.
But
yes,
that's
he's
why
at Max Mercy on Bandlab Sems. Hit him up. Tell him Ange sent you because he needs to do vocals on this song.
Oh,
I'm telling you, voice. You will not be disappointed.
Yep. That would totally give you a human voice that polishes that up perfectly.
And one that matches the power and the creativity like Max puts into his work.
Well, yeah, he understands the kind of dynamics that this song demands. I mean,
correct.
Why I always love listening to Sem's work, his approach to orchestration,
yes,
the way he arranges and his composing, they're all flawless.
Mm-hmm. And just because I know that I do have permission to share his music, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to actually share.
Oh, she don't even have to ask. She don't even have to ask him.
Yes, I'm pulling him up here right now. Okay. And Chetta, I don't want you to be cheesy, but we're going to go ahead. We're going to go down this page and you tell me where to stop. You ready?
Okay. All right there. All right there, because the same one. Okay.
Anything here? You want me to keep going?
Blood mirrors.
Here, I could do this. Does this work? Oh, that's nobody has them all on the blood mirrors. Okay, perfect. Down in your blood mirrors, Bandlab community, new synth, electronic, alternative, vocal, drum trend, trending hot, Max Mercy. Okay, are you ready?
Oh, drop it like it's hot.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do one thing. Oh, look it. He took his YouTube down. I told him he had to update it, and so I bet you, like,
oh, he didn't update it on Bandlab.
Transition, yeah. I called you out. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's check out Blood Mirrors.
He's the king of the man. He's got those eyes so killer. He can't see his face when you're down in your blood mirror. If you have come for love, You won't find it here. If you crave a disaster, he'll take your heart, throw it down, and he'll make it shatter. I got a fist with your name in blood on it. I've got a taste and I can't lay down on it. Oh, I never said I'm safe. Take your grave, 'cause there's no This ain't no Lazarus. There's no return. Can you obey your master? He'll make you turn in your bed in the midnight hour. I got a fist with your name in blood on it. I've got a taste and I can't lay down on it. Oh, I never said I'm safe. Take your grave, 'cause there's no Just take my human body to please your haunted mind. I've had enough of playing. Let's get this over tonight. Just take my human body to please your haunted mind. I've had enough of playing. Let's get this over tonight. Let's get this over tonight. Let's get this over tonight. Got a fist with your name in blood on it. Let's get this over tonight. I got a taste and I can't lay down on it. Oh, I never said I'm safe. Take your grave, 'cause there's no
Oh, that was a great choice. Tell me that would not work for like a detective thriller soundtrack while the detectives are out on the
Oh my
street, like
lord.
hunting for the killer.
Yes, yes.
That was
Oh my
that was a very
goodness.
that was a very good, like, it would be a damn good fucking thing for that. Like, I actually peeked myself like walking on the edge. You know, I closed my eyes, I visualized I was walking on the edge of like a road, and I was it just like off in the mystic ways of reality, like picking stuff up that reminds you of the past type of deal. Like, that is a
That's awesome.
fucking good
Oh, Max
song.
got cheddar perky.
Right?
Or is it just cold?
Oh man, look at
And if you're looking under the interviews that we did, if you do not find him under Max Mercy, he might be under Evil Cathedral as well, because that was
Yeah.
his previous name.
Yeah, he kind of screwed me up on Bandlab because I was
I
following
know.
Cathedral, and then
I
he put out all
know.
this Max Mercy stuff, and until he sent it to you, I didn't know.
Yeah. So, but Sems, you know, like I said, Max is an awesome guy, an amazing artist. And I'm sure you guys would collaborate amazingly.
If
And
those two get together, it will be monumental.
and I would hear it first.
And suggested it first.
I did go ahead and I added it on to tonight's playlist. So you'll see that there in Bandlab that it is added on there. And, you know, just really, really, really quick, guys, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share this with you. If you guys are looking, Mondays, we started a new show called Mix It Up Mondays. So that is a show. We're doing some news, but not news like anything that, you know, kind of would be something you would typically hear, I guess. How should I word this, guys?
It's more like Ripley's Believe It or Not, except it's Angie's Believe It or Not.
But it is like I'm these are sources that I'm getting, that I am dropping the links for these news sources because I cannot make this up. Just saying.
Well, she could, but truth is stranger than fiction.
This is very, very, very true. If you are an artist out there that would like to make some music specifically for a wrestler to walk down to the ring, please go ahead and hit me up at angifiedlive@gmail.com. Go ahead and just in the subject, just put wrestling. And then we can go ahead and get you directed into the right direction and maybe be able to pair you up with a wrestler that digs your style.
And it's a great way to get new fans and a lot of exposure.
Yes, sharing the love. That's right. Yes. Okay. So I wanted to share that, but I wanted to share something else too, Tony. I forget what it was now. This is not funny. Oh, I remember.
Can't share too many things at once.
Oh, no, that is true. Okay. So here we go with the first thing that I'm going to share. Now it's going to be a little funky, but bear with me, guys.
We're about to get funky, Cheddar.
Oh, let's get it.
Share the love on Mondays. Like I said, we've got Mix It Up Mondays, which is a little bit different for you guys. And I think I lost that one, but if not, then I'll pull that one up here. And
submission sent over.
WIP It Out Wednesdays, and then on Fridays it's Fascinating Fridays. So we're taking some live links on Fascinating Fridays. If you have something fascinating to share.
I'm seeing a black cat at night.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Wait, don't repeat. Here's more about Mix It Up. Right. Okay, that was the first one. Now let me go ahead and do the second one. Oh wait, that's Mix It Up too. Well, you guys get the idea. And then if you guys want to go and help support what we do,
please help support what we do by subscribing to our youtube.com/Angified EP album release party. Did you want one? Donations start at $25. Contact me for more details. Want to be featured? Get 1 hour of you. Donations start at $25. Contact me for more details. Let's get Angified.
and it's never easy being cheesy.
Oh, hey there, what's up? It's your favorite cheese ball, Cheddar Bob. And I'm right here promoting some CSRA Championship Wrestling merch. Make sure you go and contact me, get you some. And also tonight is WIP It Out Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So make sure y'all come and stop by. See your boy Cheddar Bob on there with your girl Angified, Tony. You know, few people be in there. Send all your music in tonight. Get you some reviews. Angie5live@gmail.com. Don't forget that. Angie5live@gmail.com. Might have a few people stopping in, talk about the event that happened Saturday. We will be talking about that. So make sure you come through, because you never know what we're going to do. And just remember one thing. It ain't easy being cheesy.
And there you go. You got number 3. I
And my
thought,
microphone was
am I?
off. But it ain't easy being cheesy sometimes. But, it's better than being nothing. I tell you that.
Or being nuts.
Roasted. Roasted.
I mean, I like nuts, but I don't want to be one.
No, I don't want to be nuts hanging between legs and but I'd rather be a cheesy cheese ball cheddar bob sitting right here in this chair talking to you guys, my family, about music, wrestling, and how your day went, and maybe sometimes you never know. You might be feeling down. You can pick me up and make me feel like a star in the sky. That's what we all are anyway, are individual stars in everybody's access. So
shine bright.
Bright like a diamond.
Yep. Rihanna said so.
Yes, she did, didn't she? And just y'all keep my mom in your prayers. My mom is she got into a car wreck and she suffered with 3 broken ribs and had a bruised wrist. And my mom is a very hard-headed woman. She does not like to stay down, and I'm trying to keep her content. Y'all just pray for us, cheese tip of the week: don't eat and drive. Well, that was last week's.
Well, and hard-headed women are tough, and they recover quick. So
yeah, and let me tell you,
tell her, go.
Oh well, when she recovers, I guarantee you, she's gonna make the wheels fall off again.
Well,
she's gonna make the wheels fall off again.
Well, you better learn how to deal with tires
back
then.
on, right?
Well, hey, look, speaking of tires, the landlord comes by today and says, yesterday he says, what are you gonna do with that stuff? Why he's posting an intent to evict on our door. I mean, it's fine, man. Go ahead and try to evict us. We're gonna be out of here by the first next week anyway. We already got us somewhere else to go. We got things lined up for when things that they thought were gonna be bad. Well, guess what, Mr. Ripman, you don't get no more money from me.
And you'll be moving and shaking.
That's right.
How about that for some cheesy news?
Yeah, that's awesome. We have an artist that I want to share the love with. He popped over there on Facebook for a hot minute. No, Mike, you're gonna love this. Get in here. Get back in here, man.
I was trying to turn my camera off. I'm gonna start using it now.
Dude, you're just cheesy.
I'm the king of cheese.
I thought that was a thing of cheese. Like, that would have been funny if his necklace had like a thing of cheese on it.
Well, I thought about getting a Cheeto Puff chain, but that's too much.
It would melt in the rain.
No, it looks
his shirt would totally be orange.
No, they would probably think I had a bedazzled.
Yeah, right. They try and use you as a clacker.
No, they would think I had a bedazzled turd on my neck. I'm not doing that.
Little kids be eating your neck like vampires.
Is your poop orange?
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me get back to topic. So there's a friend of ours that has been on with us in the past. Hopefully we'll be able to get another interview with him and talk more about his book and things of that sort. Backroad Chev, or also known as Chevron Shorty. He's over there on Facebook. I want to share the love with him and share with you some driveway sessions. Oh, yeah. You can find him at YouTube, Backroad Chev, aka Chevron Shorty, at Backroad Chev Music. I'm going to drop this here in the chat for you guys, so you guys have it and can go ahead and like, share, and follow. Okay. Right there it be. Sweet. And let's hear. Good life, great family entertainment. As you can see here. Showing this back in 2014. It's got lots of videos for you guys to check out. Winding, grinding, and going into the driveway. Here is Driveway Sessions. Hey, Mike, are you still here?
I'm right here.
Okay, good. Wanted to make sure you didn't cheese out. Here we go.
No, I had to send a text message at the moment.
You cheesed out. Here we go.
Yeah. Driveway Sessions. This that feeling when you finally win after you suffer so many losses. The people you thought had loved you had crossed you while wearing crosses. Energy wasn't instinct, turned into basic instinct. Primal rage till my final days, I'ma go Bruce Lee. Tell my family tree I won't let the world uproot me. Leaning on the Bible like this 223 when I can't sleep. When my dogs awake me, just know that these bitches shake trees just like me. That carbon got PTSD. 2 cars deep with this pole like I'm protecting sheep. Watching for the wolves, but I know who's protecting me. Angels all around me, I was lost, but he found me. He threw me a lifeline when the world tried to drown me, for real. Damn. And it still gives me chills, yeah. Nah, for real. But y'all forever in my heart. See, when you grow up in survival mode, and you finally learn how to live and enjoy your people around you, then you can breathe. But no matter what, you gotta stay prayed up. Driveway Sessions. Gotta tap in. Roll that shit up. Fire that shit up. And turn your phone off. Let me take you back many times. He kept me between the lines. The pain had me traumatized. Greed kept me up many nights. Sometimes I can't fathom that people's gone. It ain't sitting right. I just wanna bend a corner and flash like I hit the brights. PTSD, 5% tent smoking trees. Linen and Prada on me. Just felt the tropical breeze. See clearly like the optical on this AR-15. Mom knew that she had a prodigy. I lived out my dreams. When we was rocking Averex, mine was navy and cream. Came from a halfway house next to killers, hustlers, and fiends. I found out at an early age I can learn from all three. But it's by the grace of God I was raised by OGs, for real. By the grace of God. And it still gives me chills, yeah. But y'all forever in my heart. Still gives me chills, yeah. Hey, let's get some fresh air in this one. Driveway Sessions. We're gonna tap into that pain. Shout out to each and everybody who's rocking with me through the years. All the listeners since day one. Y'all make this shit possible. Driveway Sessions.
Go ahead, support, subscribe at Backroad Chev Music. I dropped the links there in the chat as well.
Can I tell you something? That song kind of gets deep into your feelings, you know. If you've been through some of the stuff, I know everybody goes through things. But when you wear the cross, and you said people cross you when they wear the cross, that right there should signify everything that's going wrong in this world today, because you got people that judge you and don't even know you. They judge you because of what they've seen on your past. Like they go and try to find things and dig things up on from your past. Oh, he's
Well,
not a good person.
he summed it up there at the end when it comes to artists. Got to take away from that pain. Gotta
Right.
gotta turn that pain into
Game. Yeah,
yeah.
and see, and
Mhm.
it's a lot of the people, and then also you got to think like person like me, because I'll take your feelings and ball them up in me, and I'm that type of person. I can feel when somebody's not themselves. I know when somebody's not themselves because of how they act every day. And when they one day they don't feel this way. But that's kind of like me. I used to take all my feelings and ball them up. And when somebody would say something in a dark room where nobody's around, I'll be like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I am that way. Maybe I was like that. And I put myself down in the cold dirt before I let somebody trash bag me. You get what I'm saying? I'd
Yeah.
walk away from somebody trash bagging me, and then whatever they were saying when I was walking away, I remember the last little bit of words. I'm like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe that I am that. Maybe, but then
No,
I
the cat says no. You're not like
but see, I've come from a different avenue now, where my avenue is set on trying to be a different person than I used to be. Yeah, I used to be in the streets. Yeah, I fumbled the ball several times. Yes, I had my money stacked up. I fumbled it. I fumbled several times, and I'm not afraid to admit my wrongs.
and you know the tricky thing as you get older, you a lot of us want to be the people we used to be rather than focus on being the person you
Are today.
need to be, that you want to be. You can't go backwards. You
No.
gotta always be working in the forward direction and become who you
Exactly, because
need to be.
your destination, your final destination is your final destination, regardless if you become that person or not.
Mhm.
And I tell you, there's been plenty of days, and like within the last couple of weeks, I got laid off from my job and let go. It was because I missed too many days, but I understand I missed too many days. That kind of had me down. Then it turned from that to mama getting into a car wreck to where we're basically Pat footing Charlotte. And no, I ain't asking nobody to feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me because
Well,
I
and a
know.
lot of times when it feels like you're being tested, everything's hitting you at once. You
Yeah,
know, it's
like,
the
and
when it
that's when
rains, it pours kind of
but that's
situation.
but that's when God's testing your might and see where you're what you're made of. And I
That's where you
understand.
got to test yourself.
And so now I'm fixing to go out of my way. I'm fixing to go out of my way to make it stronger. I know I gotta put some things down, and there might be a few shows that I'm gonna be missing. But the thing about this is that I know where the outcome lays. I know where I want my destination to be at. I know where I want to go in life, but it's all about applying it. So now I'm getting to the point where I see where my sister told me the other day, she's like, you gotta grow up sometimes. I said, I understand. I don't know what you mean. I am growing up. I grew up a little bit from what I was yesterday
No,
because
we grow up through our whole lives.
we grow
Growing
every
up is
day.
not a like kid thing; it's a life thing.
Right. So,
Yeah.
and I understood what she was telling me about growing up, and some God only puts you what He wants to put you through the test to see if you could come out better if you fumble, and if you fumble and if you give up, that means you just lost everything that you worked hard for. Like my sobriety is everything that I worked hard for, everything that I went through rehab. I didn't want to be there. I got up. There was days where I didn't feel like I needed it, but in all seriousness and reality, thanks to Jason Oglesby, he opened my eyes up to a whole nother dimension of what needs to happen. Shout out to Mr. Jason Oglesby, because without him I wouldn't have understood what I knew now then. And, you know, and all I was looking for, and I was just a person. You know what I was looking for? I wanted to be loved. That's all I wanted.
That's very human of you.
I just wanted to be loved, and I couldn't get that love from the family or from my baby's mama, or I couldn't get the love from the streets because the streets turned away from me. They finally got to the point.
Raised her hand.
Hey, Mike. Guess who always gives loves?
Angie.
Well,
she shares the love.
I share the love, but who always give love? Zombies.
Oh God, they
zombies. They eat your brain. They love you. They always want to jump on you and cuddle and nip you and bite you and scratch you.
I don't know if I'd call that cuddling, but
don't draw no blood. Hey, look, as long as you're not a full-blown zombie and a love-making zombie, we can make some love in my other plan.
Oh, we'll have to find out what Jamark has to say about this. This is at Dan's Dumort, sorry, Blurry Circles, and Jamark Reynolds at J Walker 0517. It's been a while since we heard anything from Jamark. So, yeah, welcome back to the lab, buddy.
This one's a monster.
It is. It came out yesterday. Sup Enjoy Mix at Dance Dumort. 100 Bandlab at Bandlab. Rap, hip hop, music, new, fire, lit, follow, cover, beat artist, freestyle, banger, song, trap, fire, 2021, trending, follow, new music, chill, J Walker 0517, trendsetter, like hip hop vibe. I need a drink of water.
Couple breaths there.
Here we go. Check out the Monster House Band.
Damn, seen hands out, cut left. 1, 2, nigga, left, right. Oh my. Damn, these niggas be zombies, huh? We can break them more this Don't talk that shit to me. Tryna figure out this fact that fishing. Just know this man on a mission. Go gadget, watch me get it. I'm the one like Neo, these zombies talking about fiction. Read it, just beware. This can't call goosebumps just like Travis. Open your mind, dummy. This world is full of the zombies. I ain't saying go get your money, but damn, these niggas act funny. Open your mind, dummy. Don't talk that shit to me. Cover it. Seen pans out, cut left. 1, 2, nigga, left, right. Oh my. Damn, these niggas be zombies, huh? We can break them more this Don't talk that shit to me. Cover it. Seen pans out, cut left. 1, 2, nigga, left, right. Oh my. Damn, these niggas be zombies, huh? We can break them more this Don't talk that shit to me. Cover it. Rip it running, got a nigga jumping, see them zombies, but reaching the creep. These zombies, yeah. And the battles never see this now. Just taking that cover, these fuckers, he covering the holes and drills. I'm running everything that running just for my life. That's what I been on. Been on a mission and nigga might stumble on my I'm keeping the time, just never have all. Like, rip it running, got a nigga jumping, see them zombies, but reaching the creep. These zombies, yeah. And the battles never see this now. Just taking the cover, these fuckers, he covering the holes and drills. I'm running and ripping and running just for my life. That's what I been on. Been on a mission and nigga might stumble on mothers. I'm tipping the time, just never I fall. Like, damn, seen hands out, cut left. 1, 2, nigga, left, right. Oh my.
Zombies.
I like that.
That was funny.
I like the transition into that. I love it.
Right?
Transition into that song. So I wouldn't mind doing some music with that cat. He's got a good flow.
Jamark's awesome. Definitely awesome. Oh, we have a sloth conversation going on here in the chat. Tony
I
says
wanna
he
be a sloth.
identifies as a sloth.
I did not see that. Let's see what it is.
Yes. He identifies as a sloth, so that's a new one for the books. So if
It's
you didn't
also one of
realize
It's
that,
also one of the 7 deadly sins.
yes,
I'm a
yes.
sinner.
Well,
Well,
I can't be a grinner.
Angie, what?
What?
How was the email? It said that your message was not delivered to Angified.
Oh, you sent it to the right email?
Angified Live. Is it Angified?
Angified Live.
Oh, wrong email.
Well, there you have your answer. Yes, Angified Live, Live, because we want to live. Okay, at gmail.com. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's check out this next piece. Here we go. Spin Again Part 2. This is Deranged and Chromatic Vibes. As you can see, at Chromatic Vibes and at Deranged 6300. Deranged also has a new album that is also coming out, so be on the lookout for that as well.
Oh, and it's
Trending
part
band.
2.
This is part 2, absolutely. He does have the some lyrics in here as well. I put a flashlight on my blank. You can see your life flash before your eyes. Use a bitch ass nigga talking shit about gang and people who really died. If he'd shut his mouth on that lie, he would still be alive in that scat pack with the red seat. But you better not ask what I drive. It probably already knows. Like, if somebody's coming at me this hard, like, I probably already know who it'd be. So you best, I already know what you drive. I'm just fucking around. I don't really know, like, you know, but
man.
here we go. Let's spin it again. Part 2.
I wanna
Explicit content, everyone. So if you do have little ones around, or you're in a public place where people can get upset or anything, you know, or you can get fired from your job, stick on the earmuffs or the earphones or the, you know, earbuds thingies. Okay. And let's share the love.
And protect your blick.
Yeah,
The only
protect
one
your
you
blick.
get.
Don't flick it. Protect it.
I put a flashlight on my bleeding shit, life back for your eyes. You the bitch ain't it, talk shit about the gang, and people really died. If that bitch ain't it with the shot, it's my damn life, you should be alive. I'm in that scat pad with the red cheap bitch, you better not ask what I drive. I bought spanking shit in traffic, all my niggas really static. Badge on glove, in automatic, they want smoke, we let them have it. Brain don't touch, it look like magic, ain't no when I really crash. I bought F and it got different jeans, we spin it again. I tell the bitch to do their worst. Got a bad bitch for new watch, you keep a clock right in her purse. When I get in the booth, I just talk my shit, I ain't gotta write no verse. We really killing it, we taking niggas out of the universe. Let me tell my shit real quick. Soon we catch him in the lobby, we gon' pop out with them sticks. Mad at me about it, oh, I should've fucking hit the bitch. Hey, my fuck, your bitch want a young nigga, tryna suck my dick. Okay, nigga. Me and your chest know what it is, you better not come this way, nigga. You better talk to God if you wanna live, better get on your knees and pray, nigga. Oh, man, we don't grad niggas. I ain't talking fucking trade. You gun in your face, you gon' die in the death, swear to God, ain't nothing you niggas to say. Yeah, you gon' kill me when you fucking see me, come on, pick a day. My young nigga is jungle, they still kill you for a slot your cake. What we do, we just gon' clear the scene, yeah, it's gon' be first 48. Not doing no 38, I hop out with these baby trays. I put a flashlight on my bleeding shit, life back for your eyes. You the bitch ain't it, talk shit about the gang, and people really died. If that bitch ain't it with the shot, it's my damn life, you should be alive. I'm in that scat pad with the red cheap bitch, you better not ask what I drive. I bought spanking shit in traffic, all my niggas really static. Badge on glove, in automatic, they want smoke, we let them have it. Brain don't touch, it look like magic, ain't no when I really crash it. I bought F and it got different jeans, spin it again.
was quite a vibe. I was enjoying that beat.
Yeah, Deranged got some good vibes into that one. Good hooks. It did some harmony. I like that. Do some more of that.
Absolutely. Sharing that love out. Spin again, deranged and chromatic vibes. I believe I did drop it in the chat there. If I didn't, I'll go ahead and I'll do it again real quick so you guys can go ahead and follow these artists. They will be in the description after the show, the playlist. So you can also go ahead and check it out there. Right. Okay. Oh, you got something, Chetta?
Oh, well, I was going to see if I could share this, what I wrote, what I'm planning on putting in a song.
Sure.
Yeah, you know, it's just, I ain't got no instrumental for it. This is just straight words that I wrote down. This is kind of where I went from, you know, out of when I got out of recovery, and I finished it up. You know, I just got to put a hook to it. This is called From the Brink, a journey through self-destruction and recovery.
All right, well, let me go ahead and let me pin you up here and let you have the spotlight.
She's gonna poke you.
It's the lines blur, memory flickers, contemplating suicide, the urgent pleas for help of feeling trapped by demons. That cards dealt a hand I couldn't seem to win. The pain was internal. A long, relentless ache fueled by self-loathing. I pushed everyone away, convinced I was all I had. It was all my fault. I told myself, it was all my fault, I told myself, but the others tried to warn me. They tried to show me a different path, a path out of the darkness, but I didn't listen. I was too busy chasing a high, too busy drowning in addiction, too busy ignoring the cries for help from both within and without. The sickness of a constant struggle. It wore me down. I was tired. I was tired of the relentless cycle of despair. Tired of the physical and emotional toll. The image they paint me during that time, it haunts me. The fear of memories, the stark of reality of sleeping on the ground when I should have been safe in bed. It still chills me to the bone, but I'm alive. I'm still here, and that more than anything is a testament to something greater than myself. Thank God I'm not dead. The gratitude is immense. The relief is profound. Yet there is a lingering misunderstanding. Some believe I don't appreciate what I got as I have, as that I don't recognize the miracle of my survival. But the truth is, my humility runs deep. It is not something I shout from the rooftops, but is a quiet bedrock of my recovery. The outward display of gratitude, the experiment pronouncements of appreciation sometimes feel inadequate to express the weight of my transformation. My journey has been a descent into the deepest darkness, followed by a slow, arduous climb back toward the light. Each step forward is a victory, hard earned and fiercely cherished story. But this life isn't a story of easy redemption. It is a raw, honest account of someone who stood on the precise of oblivion and somehow found the strength with the help of others and a higher power to pull themselves back. It is a constant reminder that recovery is a lifelong process and a daily battle against ghosts of the past, and it is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, the unwavering belief of possibility of hope. Even in the darkest times, it is a reminder that reaching out for help, even when it feels impossible, is a strength, not a weakness. And that survival in itself is a victory worth celebrating.
That's how you can, humility can be a strength or a weakness. You choose which you want it to be. When it's a strength, humbleness and humility go a long way to improvement.
And we're very proud of you, by the way.
You know, I started writing that I'm not very big with words, so I had to go in the dictionary.
Well, you used arduous. That's a
Right.
pretty big word.
I had to go and dig in the dictionary and find out meanings because I wanted it to have a rhyme.
Well, sometimes you're trying to say something very specific, and sometimes there's only one word. You just don't have it until you find it.
So
Very true.
So when I went in there digging and deep in, and I'm sitting here thinking like, man, this is hard. I got some other ones that I wrote like for my mom and stuff that I'm not gonna share until that's done. That I'm talking about, those go like a milestone deep down a dark valley. It would make you like, what the fuck? You trying to blame that shit on your
Well,
mom?
it's good that you're writing it down, and
Yeah, you're getting it out.
As you're growing, you will look back on the things that you wrote down, and along the way, you're keeping a diary, a creative diary at that point.
And so I got to where I read it to my mom. One of them that I read to my mom, and I broke her in tears because it was the way that I felt at that time. And I told her, I said, that's how I was feeling at that time, but that's the past, and I put that in there because one day these little stories might help somebody. Might help somebody grow. It might make somebody's family stronger. It might make them feel
absolutely.
Oh, and Handmade God totally relates with you. He's sending the praise.
Yes.
So me and my mom, and that's all I got, and I'm gonna tell you, I know I got other family. I got a stepmom. I got my dad passed away a couple Thanksgivings ago. Told me to stay close to my mom because he knows that she's all I got, but don't fall for any bullshit. And it's exactly what my daddy said. But my daddy was a musical artist. He opened up for Ozzy Osbourne, Led Zeppelin. He done stuff for Aerosmith. I mean, he's actually got a couple songs that he wrote with Aerosmith, and he's got them on CD. I'm trying to get that CD.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm trying to get that fucking CD. It's so fucking hard to get that away from my stepmom. And so my music gene goes it goes into rock era. It doesn't go into rapping era. And my daddy was like, a fucking rapper? You want to be a fucking rapper? He's like, your grandma was a gospel singer. Me and your uncles was rockers. And you want to be a fucking rapper?
Blasphemy.
He's like, I ought to shun you right now, but I love you. He's like, he said, whatever floats your boat, and I said, whatever sinks yours.
You sunk my battleship.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, it's just a dream at Spar Legacy Official. Yes, that's where you can find them. Spar sent this in. He said, my only favorite song that is written by Steph out of all the Spar Legacy songs that Steph wrote so far. This is one of my favorites. Rock, J-pop, J-rock, Japanese piano, horns, upbeat, Bandlab band, trending, fire, Bandlab community, like and share. Lyrics are all
favorites too.
Yes. So we will go ahead and we'll scroll through those lyrics. Here it goes with It's Just a Dream. Spar Legacy up.
My 朝目が覚め 日書き石のようだ世界中書き得ても君がいれば愛してるこの夕日が沈む頃君と手をつないでかいの明かりがきらめく中ある口さな幸せが心を満たして君とならどこいつもそばにあて夢を見続けよ二人の絆が強く結ばこれが夢に過ぎないなんて信じられない君と僕の毎日書き石のようだ世界中書き得ても君がいれば愛してるこのに過ぎないなんて信じられない君と僕の毎日書き石のようだ世界中書き得ても君がいれば愛してるこのこれが夢に過ぎないなんて信じられない君と僕の毎日書き石のようだ世界中書き得ても君がいれば愛してるこのいれば愛してるこの
Oh, such a classy ending.
That kid has got some really good.
I know. I was like, oh.
He's got a super band.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, even though I don't understand what he's saying, even though he's got the lyrics, the vocals are clear, like.
They're so bright and poppy, they just make me feel good. And Ange went in all Ozzy on this one. She's like, I.
Yes,
I love Ozzy.
Yeah, you gave it a little Latin flavor on that one.
Yes, of course, of course.
You make me. That's like a, you know, the song, the fish song. You know what I'm talking? Mama fish, shark. Baby shark.
Oh, baby shark.
Oh. Baby shark. That makes me think of Baby Shark. Like his voice makes me think of Baby Shark. Like my kid will vibe her head to this and don't even know what. She probably pick up a language, but
hey, you play this stuff when they're young, they will learn Japanese.
Definitely.
I'm old and I'm starting to learn it. I've heard so much Spar Legacy at this point.
Like I wouldn't mind picking up a few languages because I would love to know what these guys are saying about us.
Konnichiwa, I think.
Konnichiwa.
Oh my goodness. Spar, you're gonna have to come in and snack them around, okay? Just a little bit, especially the cheesy one. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's check out this next track. Whoa. We have Mahaputra 369. Share love. Yes. Repost this out. Whipping you out, buddy.
Weapons.
That's right. Whipping you out. Okay. So it's going to take a minute, but you can find him at A Gunna Archer Boy. Did I say that right? A Gunna Archer Boy.
A Gunna Archer Boy. Oh, Bandlab's having its.
Oh, hissy fits, hissy fits. Okay, he is the Dragon Punk Maha. Make sure to go ahead and like, share, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do it like this. Wow. I'll share it in the chat so you guys can go ahead, like, share, and follow. Here we go. Crank it! Super Maha!
Sekilas bayanganmu hadir di mata saat ku sendiri dan kesepian. Mungkinkah kau merindukanku seperti kau merindukan belayan kasihmu?
Super Maha at A Gunna Archer Boy. I dropped the link there in the chat. I'm going to try and share it out again. See where Bandlab's at here.
Yeah, Super Maha went pop rock.
Watch, they went ahead and suspended me again for sharing the love. That'd be crazy. But they've done it before.
Yeah.
For 12 hours. Ridiculous. Ban that. Ban that.
Why?
You post too much and they consider it spam.
I did 2 posts within 15 minutes.
Oh, that's stupid.
I don't know.
What's
but I did more tonight, so we'll see if they cap me.
What's stupid is they don't say what the rules are. They just leave it to us to guess. So It's not shame on us, it's shame on them. If they've got rules, they need to be more specific about it. That way we know if we're breaking them.
Yeah, like I don't understand, that cuts a lot of these promoters out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, no, it cuts Bandlab out. I don't give a shit about promoting on Bandlab. Sorry, Bandlab, and love all you Bandlab members that come here, but Bandlab as a platform is not a promotable one because of this kind of crap.
right. You ever what about Rap Chat? Have y'all used Rap Chat?
I don't need another chat.
And I think I rap enough.
This
But
is
you know
my
what?
favorite chat.
Here we have our next artist. This is Chris Too Crazy. You can find him on YouTube at Chris Too Crazy. R&B rap artist. Yes. You want to be a rap artist? Chris
Maybe.
Too Crazy. We have his newest one that he did 4 days ago saying, "They say I'll never trend." Give a thumbs up and a subscribe. Hit those notification bells, guys. Sharing that love. Chris Too Crazy. Here you go.
And never say never.
That's right.
Hey, Chris Too Crazy.
They say I won't trend. They say that I won't trend, but I bring and deliver this top win. Cause I do this on this top level spiritual win. For the top win. They say that I won't win or trend anyway, but I bring and deliver this every day. Guess what? I do this anyway. They say that I won't trend anyway, but it don't matter anyway. They say that I won't trend, but guess what? I deliver this top level win, straight from the lungs of my win, top level win. They say that I won't trend, cause I do this again and again, top level win. Cause I do this from my spiritual win. They say that I won't trend, but guess what? They don't understand that I'm on this spiritual journey to win, top level win. Cause I do this on my top win. Cause you don't know my rank on the spiritual level to win. Guess what? They say I'm not gonna trend, but I'm on this top level win. Top win. They say that I won't trend, but I do this in circles all the time just to get mine. Top level win.
I'll never trend. Chris Too Crazy. Make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Yeah.
Oh, that was hooky.
That was catchy, right?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be singing I'm Not Gonna Trend all night now.
You're welcome, Tony. Thank you, Chris.
That was just too crazy.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
If I never trend, I guess I just have friends.
Well, and the whole trending thing, I mean, I guess there was a time on Bandlab where like it felt good to trend, but seeing how they've like what they make trend, how they curate their material, you ever go to their playlists and their categories, don't let Bandlab be your gauge for your material and whether you're trending on Bandlab, because that's not the platform that trending matters. You really want to trend on the music, the real music platforms.
Billboard. Aim for
Well,
Billboard.
Spotify and SoundCloud, those, at least if you're trending there, you are doing something. If you're trending on Bandlab, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing something good or bad. It just means that you put the hashtag trend up enough in your posts that it shows up when people look for it.
Right. See, you know, I noticed that, and 95% of the time, they see, because you know I posted a song on Bandlab with Purple Girl the Serene, and I was like, oh my god, I got playlisted on Bandlab, and I went to go see this playlist, and I'm like, yeah, I might be number 4 on playlist on Bandlab, but that song still hasn't got any play.
Well, and it's nice to get added to playlists and all that. That gets more exposure. But when you trend, you want to trend with the fans who like your style, your music. You know, I wouldn't want to trend in a genre that like is not me. That I'm probably not going to get a lot of fans. If I'm playing classical music and I'm trending in rap, would make sense.
And see, and I don't even know if that was just a monthly thing or whatnot. Yeah, you might get playlisted for a month, but to stay on that playlist, you got to be able to come off of that song. Like, you want to stay on a playlist, you got to top that song. That might be a good song, but you got to make the next song better, and then after that one's got to be better.
Well, and that does, like, I think it both encourages and discourages a lot of artists on Bandlab who want to trend all the time. All your songs can't be hits. If all your songs are hits, then none of them are hits. So if all your songs are trending, then technically trending is broken.
Yeah, like, and the algorithm anyways, you know, the way they do their algorithm, yeah, it might pick you up here today, but are you going to be on there tomorrow?
If you're getting good comments and you're hearing good responses from fans, especially ones that you know like that style that you do, that's your reward.
And you know, on the option, let's say you go to Facebook.
So D, I love your folk rock approach that you've been doing.
Yes.
You are trending as far as I'm concerned. Bandlab don't know their asses from their elbows.
I am adding you to one of my playlists, buddy, and you will be trending in my playlist forever.
Well, speaking of D, her song's coming up next with Twisting Dance of Hell. Oh, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Right? Thanks for the lead in, guys.
I meant to do that.
Twisting Dance of Hell. Yes. Of Love and Light and Shakespeare. Woo, brother
coming
Jake.
From Aussie.
Miss you, guy. Come visit us sometime. Okay. So we got Shakespeare and that Of Love and Light DJ, Twisting Dance of Hell, Of Love and Light lyrics, vocals, BGV, Forked It, Rock Blues at Dazafel, instrumental, all backing music at Shakespeare, mixing engineer, Bandlab community, art, music, singer, songwriter, new, all of us. Let's go ahead and connect with some positivity of love and light with a Twisting Dance of
It's
Hell.
4:19 D. You need one more second, then it's perfect.
Oh dear.
Sands of time falling, prepare for winds of change. Mother Nature's calling, weather patterns are freaky straight, caught in a vortex, a twisting dance of hell. twisting dance of hell. Deep within the cortex, a ghost without a shell. Spinning into chaos, debris left in its wake. Vanished into nothing, no souls, no lives, nothing to stay. Sands of time falling, prepare for winds of change. Mother Nature's calling, weather patterns are freaky strange. Skies turn green, tormenting, ash and clouds begin. Sideways rain approaching, get to safety and hunkering. Caught in a vortex, a twisting dance of hell. Deep within the cortex, a ghost without a shell. Spinning into chaos, debris left in its wake. Vanished into nothing, no souls, no lives, nothing to stay. Caught in a vortex, a twisting dance of hell. Deep within the cortex, a ghost without a shell. Spinning into chaos, debris left in its wake. Vanished into nothing, no souls, no lives, nothing to stay.
I'm trying to heart this, D.
Oh, hearted for me too.
Oh yeah, share the love out there.
Oh, you sound awesome with
Yes.
Darren. Darren gives it that like classic rock.
Let me stop that so I can share this. Sorry about that, guys. It was freaking awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Most of the
that's that classic rock sound, like the blues rock of the 70s that I grew up on. And D is like bringing back all the classic sounds
I
of
know.
folk rock. That's my jam.
Mm-hmm. I'm loving it.
Oh, and
Waiting for her
collabing.
at name to pipe up for me here.
Yeah,
There
collabing
you
with
are.
Darren Fellows. That's an awesome you two.
Oh yes. But that was him?
But
Oh
it
yeah.
was forked
Yeah.
off of
And
Darren.
Shakespeare.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like
bet you
tagging him
Jake was
too.
getting in there with some of those rock licks. I've heard him play.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping that one's Shakespeare. It's funny because if you type in Shakespeare, his name comes up, but his user ID is all crazy. So I don't know if that's him, but it has his picture. So I'm going to tag both of them. And there we go. Bandlab's really going to get me now. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, poke the beast.
We're going ahead. We're winding down here tonight. Yes, on Whip It Out Wednesday. So I actually have one more that I'm going to be going ahead and sharing tonight. And it is called Rise and Fall. It is explicit content. It is produced with Kiwi on the beat.
Kiwi Chris?
I don't think it's Kiwi Chris.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure because this is a band that actually consists of over 20 musicians, 20 different members. I'm going to share this with you now before we end Whip It Out Wednesday because I whipped you with a whippins.
20 whippins.
That's right. 20 different members here. You can view
Oh,
all
this
the
is
members of the
Rusty's.
group.
Rusty's Ink.
Is this Rusty? So, yep, there's
Yeah,
Coco
oh, yeah.
and Static. Yep. This is awesome. There's Rusty himself as himself. He's going to be burnt by the time he gets back from Florida.
Oh, he already is. I seen him.
Oh, wow. Okay. Burnt.
Burnt.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Well, this is a Rise and Fall explicit, produced Kiwi on the Kiwi on the beat, explicit content. Nilla fucking Gates, of course. It's Nilla fucking Gates. New banger, Ink Music, Get Nillified, trending, Bandlab, I'm back. Oh, he's gonna get nullified right now on Whip It Out Wednesday. Here we go. It's Nilla again.
Y'all know who it is. Motherfuckers talking crazy. Saying I'm fucking lame. I left the lab because I couldn't cut it. But I'm back, bitches. People say Gates was washed up in fucking lame. But now I'm back, yeah, you know my motherfucking name. Been gone for a minute, back like a boomerang. I'm in the fucking lab, yeah, I'm gonna do my thing. Leaving my music was foolish, I could see that the feels fucking empty without me. So lend me your ears, listen to the bars I spit. You say I still suck, hey, then you can eat my dick. Yeah, the Gates, have y'all all forgot me? Took a vacay, now I'm back, making history. If y'all still down, maybe see your fucking hands. Cause I'm back and I'm about to rock this land. When you make it to the top, people follow you. And when you fucking fall, they don't remember you. It's the rise and fall of a rising star. When they see you, they act like they don't know who you are. That's the way it goes in the music business. I'm the fucking greatest, can I get a witness? When I'm on the mic, the lab's on fire. And every time I spit, my level gets higher. Yeah, that's how it goes in this music biz. People like you when you're hot and shit. And then when you're not, they say, fuck that motherfucker. But I'm still gonna do my shit. I'm gonna keep making music, fuck what the haters say. When I spit, it's my competition down in Snave. Y'all not on my level, I'm high in the galaxy. After this shit, y'all gonna fucking remember me. Fucking real talk, motherfuckers follow you when you start getting all big and shit. But then when you're not, they just leave your ass. But you know what? I'm gonna keep doing me, yo. I'm gonna back out like a fucking hurricane. I told your ass I was crazy and insane. All my competition, y'all better run and hide. I'ma kill your ass cause I'm fucking cyanide. Yeah, it's Nilla Gates. Yeah, fucking Nilla Gates. Yeah, it's Nilla Gates. You better run, chop, motherfucker, it's too late. Yeah, Nilla Gates, have y'all all forgot me? Took a vacay, now I'm back, making history. If y'all still down, maybe see your fucking hands. Cause I'm back and I'm about to rock this land. Yeah.
Nilla Gates. Yeah.
You motherfuckers thought I was gone.
No, I stalked your ass on TikTok.
You better
and
sit
got
the
your
game
ass
up,
back here.
motherfucker.
That's right.
Gates! Back for your ass.
And the other 2 holes, by the way.
Hey, look,
Just saying.
I love it. That that's good music right there. I like when people come back. They might fall off or they might come back. There's my boy Don Sway. What's happening?
What's up, Don?
Oh yeah, hi Don.
And you got the little.
Guys, nice to be here.
Welcome.
Man, it's been a long time, Don. How you been doing?
Oh man, it's a long journey, man. I'm great, alive and free, so I'm blessed and highly favored.
Oh, and you look like you got some sway. You look good.
Yes.
Anyways, this is Angified, and this is Tony.
Nice to meet you.
Don Sway, he's got some music out there on Bandlab as well, I think. He does music, but he sheds a lot of light on people. He helps people in the community, and I know that if anybody needs the words of the wise, he could come through and shed some light on somebody.
Oh, it's good to know a wise man.
Yes, absolutely.
Very wise.
You're just gonna have to now I have to stick you on the spot and ask you to give us some words of wisdom.
Yes, I would.
All right, hang on. Let me pin you up here because I want to spotlight you. Okay, go ahead. Give us some words of wisdom.
If I had to tell anyone, I would say I'm not a wise guy. I'm actually just a guy who been through a lot of situations and actually learned lessons and learned how to accept my blessings in those lessons and to change for the better. It's actually it's a hard kind of switch, but it's worth it to say going through a phase of letting that old version of me die, to say from being angry to a happy person to being able to accept love where I was once rejected is kind of new, and I'm accepting it in a way, but it's a great thing. I'm loving the feeling to say it's new to me and I'm learning to accept it. But if I had to give anybody any words of wisdom, I would actually tell, I had to shed any light on people. So someone asked me today, what's the word of today? And I actually gave them the word of resilience.
Okay.
And they asked me the definition of it, and it's like, so to be resilient is actually when you're going through a hardship, it's to bounce back, to come back from that hardship, no matter what life throws at you. You take it, you get knocked down, but you get up.
That's right.
And I would tell people a lot to say, so there's this thing that people say about falling. Well, I told one of my associates, I like falling because no matter how many times you rise or fall, within that fall, you always miss something on the way up. And me, I'm more the person I love to try to aim for perfection. No one is perfect, but I aim for that because I want to become the best version of myself. And no matter how many situations I go through, you can never learn every lesson in that situation. So the only way you can keep learning lessons from that situation is to keep going back. Some people don't like.
Uh-oh. I think his internet froze.
Yeah, he's on his phone.
Yeah.
He's really good on shedding light on stuff, and I really love him.
Heck yeah. We're gonna go ahead. We'll spotlight him for a minute till he gets back. There you are. Wait.
There he is. So yes, I like to learn.
Oh, there you're back.
Oh, so it stopped. I apologize.
It did. You were froze Sorry, I had to do a react, but if you rewind the video a few seconds, I'm sure we could replay it.
Yeah, they just go back and
I always tell people, man,
he froze again.
Did he go again?
Catch you a hot spot. Move around a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes it's about being in the right spot.
He might be in the right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I speak of as far as falling. I like going through certain situations over and over and over because each time I go through that situation, I learn something new. You know, and you can never learn enough. And unfortunately, I'm one of those type of people. I see people going through different situations and different hardships. So I try to put myself in those situations to experience what others are going through. So the more that I experience, the more I can help the next person. As far as, let's just say, mental health, right? And when it comes to mental health, my mental health has decreased in a way. Let's just say overcoming addiction. And when it comes to that addiction, we try to fill this void. So there's this void that we try to fill. Whether you're lonely, depressed, going through anxiety, we try to fill that void, and we try to fill it with this fake perspective of happiness. Unfortunately, that happiness doesn't last as long. But for me, I found true joy and happiness by just giving it all over to God. And what I mean giving it all over to God, to say I've tried to fix things myself, and I learned like, hey, I cannot fix this on my own. I've tried over and over and over, and every time I've tried to fix it, I kind of made it worse. So going through these things, I've learned to just hand it over to God, pray about it, even in the midst of adversity, to smile, accept the good and the bad, because you can't enjoy the good days without enjoying the bad days, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Unfortunately for me, I love enjoying the bad days, because in those bad days, in those moments, I know like, hey, the good day that's coming after this, it's going to be 10 times way better. So I'm learning to find meaning in the suffering and the pain. You know, so there's a lot of suffering going on in the world. And unfortunately, I've caused the suffering myself. I used to always play the blame game and blame other people. But once I sat back and realized like, hey, everything that's going on outside of me is going on the inside of me. So I'm actually at war with myself. So there's two versions of me. There's this higher version of myself, of this smart, lovable, energetic person. And then there's my lower self, this mad, miserable version of myself who's just hates. So in order for me, well, I found this by in a low point in my life when I was going through an addiction. I was actually doing drugs, and I actually got tired to the point I broke down and was like, hey, I am tired of this. Nothing's working. I'm thinking I'm making myself happy, but I'm actually destroying myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and all that turned into a physical destruction. So I found myself one day just praying to God, like, hey, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting high. I'm tired of suffering. And when I gave it to him, he heard me and accepted my offering to say, he wanted me to give him something. And what I mean give him something is give him my pride, give him my anger, just give him everything and just turn a new leaf. Now, in the beginning, it's kind of hard because it's something new. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't like change because
Well,
change
it's like
is
being born again. It's like being born again.
definitely being born again. So I tell people you actually have two birthdays. And then that second birthday is when you're born in the spirit.
Wait, how did I miss his first birthday? Did
Well,
he cut out?
It's when you're born. It
Oh,
blipped
okay,
for a
okay,
second, but he
okay.
came back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
your first birth is a physical one. Your second birth is a spiritual one.
Yes.
definitely awakening to the point to where At first I didn't understand it, and I tried to go back to my old ways. When I went back to my old ways, I realized like, hey, this is not working, and it did nothing, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So in this time I try to go back to doing something that I did in the past, my higher self, the new version of me, will actually punish me mentally. So there's this mental punishment, this spiritual punishment, to where you have this awareness where you wake up and like, hey, you know, right from wrong. So me learning right from wrong, and I mean right from wrong to say, I used to tell myself, hey, I know what love is. I never knew what love was until I experienced God's love, which is a gate or agape love, which is the highest form of love you can ever experience. So in the beginning, I didn't I couldn't grasp it. And when I did grasp it, it was a great feeling. And I kind of stepped back into my old ways. And when I stepped back into my old ways, that's when I learned you can't be lukewarm. You can't have one foot in, foot out. You know, if that makes sense. So learning this, I'm learning what to do. I'm reading the signs spiritually, mentally. You just have to see it. As they say, seek his kingdom in his face, and you shall find it. So on this journey that I'm on, it's weird, it's new, it's scary, it's definitely scary, but I'm learning to do it with fear, do it scared. Just the only way through is through it. Like, so
it's hard to really explain that
it definitely is, to the point where it's like it's hard to put it in words. Right. It's like trying to explain a feeling when it's like the only way I can explain it is it's hey, I'm no longer me. I am removed.
Well, that first birth you're forced to go through that first birth. That second birth is a birth of the willing. You have to be willing for that second birth so that you can actually start your life. Your life doesn't start at the first birth. It starts at the second one.
Yep.
Yeah, and I agree with that, man. And that's where the problems start to arise, because it's like, okay, I feel something new. I feel something different. Then you try to go back to doing the same thing you would do in your past life, and it's like, no.
Not gonna happen. Yeah,
but right now, what you're doing is inspiring for the future.
Yeah.
Even if one person hears that, that's one world that changed. And if you can't believe that you've changed worlds, right there, you did it. One world.
And that's what you say. Actually been trying to my tribe of people, of those who are on the same journey.
Can I be a part of the tribe?
Definitely.
Hey, I want to be a sister. Can I be part of the tribe? Okay, yay.
Once you come in, you family.
Fighting here is a great feeling to say, part of me was like, oh no, let's just wait. But then the spirit's like, hey, no, why wait? Do it now.
Yeah.
Well, then you come to the situations where like you get held up from like a bus in high traffic when you got to be somewhere, right? And you're just like, man, like, why did this bus have to stop here? Like, literally, there ain't no train coming. Like, why does it have to open its door? You know what I mean? Or like, as somebody has to go ahead and there could be an accident over on the side. And then you got that one person that has to sit there and just wants to watch like the whole thing going on instead of actually moving to let traffic go through. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're 2 hours late, and it's like, now you're all upset because you're late, but at the same time, there was a reason that you were late, because you can't screw also with the divine power of time. Everything happens for a reason. So, you coming here on the show tonight and you putting out your words and you telling your story, I hope it has touched one person tonight. And I know there is Handmade Gods over there in the chat over on YouTube. And he's saying you're very inspiring, and even if you fall, you get back up, you keep pushing forward for that fight.
Yeah, you're right on time here.
Yes.
I really appreciate that, and I'm actually stoked. I feel embraced to say I'm glad I took this moment to actually join this call. Sincerely.
We're part of a tribe, Tony.
I'm gonna tell you something, Don. When I met you at the rehab, when I met you in rehab, I would listen to you talk. You were right next door to me in the room, like right next door, and I would hear you call upon God, and the things that you would say I would turn my TV completely off just to listen to what you was saying and way you was praying, and you brought me closer, and it brought me closer, and I would sit there and I would be like, this man is a God's man, and I know one day that we're gonna meet again, and I could bring him somewhere. I just knew it, and I remember telling you, "Hey, look, I want your Instagram because I know if I get your Instagram, I'll be able to contact you and maybe keep in touch." I know I when I seen you on Facebook and then I seen the message that you sent, I said, "Dude, I miss you." Like, because of the fact that you inspired me to complete the program, because I was thinking about running, bro. I was thinking about running away, and I was getting tired of all the negligence that was going inside the rehab. And I would hear you at night, and when they told you you had to go, I'm like, I don't understand. I don't know where you're at right now. I don't, and we're not going to talk about that, but I hope you're doing good, and I appreciate you coming on here shedding some light. I really appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you guys, man. If anything, I have to say this, man, and this is the honest to God truth to say. This to my mom boyfriend to say, speaking to God and talking to God. He loves to talk to us. He loves to talk to us in our lowest moments. Mm-hmm. So, what I mean, my lowest moments, when my tears fall.
Wait, I have a question. Is that the truth, or is that when you actually listen?
So it's actually the truth as far as,
because he can only communicate to you if you listen. And a lot of times when you got other things going in your life and those hard trials and tribulations and things, a lot of people don't even go to God until they hit rock bottom. Exactly. Or until they hit those rough spots where, someone needs some prayer. You know what I mean? So, but until that point in time, they ain't listening to what he's actually saying. So, that was my question to you. Sorry, I kind of answered it, but now back to you. I'm sorry.
Let's just say,
thing.
I always try to talk to him, and I'm gonna be honest. In the beginning, when you can't hear his voice, and you can't hear his voice because you're actually intoxicated or you're smoking, to say it cuts off that connection. Mm-hmm. So when I sobered up, and I'm going through these hardships, as in whether it's mental attacks, spiritual attacks, I go and I sit to myself, and this is the hardest thing, because in front of a lot of people, it's like you have to be tough and you hold yourself together. You have to be strong for others. So it's like, okay, I have to put on this manly look to keep myself together. And then when I get to this room alone by myself and I think about it, the tears fall. And when the tears fall, all I could do is just talk to him, and it's like not physical. There's a spiritual, it's like in your head to tell you just converse with him. It's like, it hurts. I'm suffering. How can I get through this? And in the midst of talking, he comforts me. And when he comforts me with this sense of humor, to where I may be crying, tears may be falling on my eyes, and a laughter comes out of nowhere. So
he should be reminding you that the answer's in you. I gave you all the tools and the answer is in you. And the moment you realize that, it's like, son of a bitch, I've had this whole time, and I just didn't accept it.
It's within. And the fact you said that goes back to the Bible when you say I placed the kingdom within you.
I am that I am. That's kind of a hint that
And
you
and
are
Handmade got over the
all that.
chat. He says, and it doesn't matter which higher power you believe in, music can be the higher power, but it's vital for most addicts to stick with their recovery to have that higher power.
And it's really about faith. The name of your God is not as important as the faith you have in it.
And I'm realizing that if I had to say that, reminds me of this moment to where I never knew what the Holy Spirit was until it hit me. And when
It's
it
you.
hit, it's like we're living in a world where people are fighting over a name when it's like it's all the same. If it's helping you become a better person, if it's helping you see better, if it's helping you to move around those traps the enemy set, by all means, go with it. If it's helpful, if it's helping you become a better person, a better spirit, a better soul, by all means, if you serve Allah, if you serve Jesus Christ, you serve Buddha, Muslim, none of it matters as long as it's helping you become a better person.
Faith should be clearing things up, not clouding them.
And I've come across certain things where it causes this cloud, but then I have to remind myself to say, hey, that's not God. When it causes cloud and confusion, that's the enemy. But that makes sense. So that's when I started to realize, like, hey, I know when the enemy is attacking. Whenever doubt creeps in, fear.
No, when anything bad happens, that's when that's the devil attacking you because he ain't happy because you're doing good.
But you got to be careful. When bad things happen, we have a tendency sometimes to blame God, and that's where the conflict of like, how could you let this happen, or how can there be a world this bad? And this is where people have doubts and they lose faith. You can't blame, and there is a lot of acceptance you have to do in order to have a good relationship with any God.
Well, as long as you remember that he is God and he has a rhyme and a reason for everything. And so you should not question his judgment. If someone dies, it was probably to save somebody else's life or to give somebody a future with good parents that they didn't have. Another go around, maybe to complete something that he needed done, a mission. There's a lot of amazing people out here that do not get the credit and recognition for what they do in the world. I hope to hear the Bard of Ely get a whole statue one day, our green bearded Santa from Portugal. For as much as he does it with creating peace and trying to save Mother Ocean and our planet, so that children actually have drinking water down the line. And I think, like I said, that's one thing you cannot question him. He has his rhymes and his reasons. And I know I went down that rabbit hole with him before and I was like, what am I doing when I got smacked with the spirit?
If you can accept your purpose, then can you accept his purpose? Because if you can accept yours,
he
or
already
that
made
you
me
have
with the
one,
purpose. It was just that I had to discover what it was and follow it.
And that goes back to it's in you. It's up to you to find the purpose and then realize the bigger purpose.
Yeah, it's like a little seed that he like stuck inside, right? And then we just like sprout and we evolve and we grow, right?
You're meant to be
every
a little
now
tree.
and every now and then, we get a lightning storm and maybe it strikes like a couple of our branches, you know what I mean? And we look a little funky after like, the weather and stuff. But they get renewed. And guess what color they turn out to be? Oh, green.
and do you notice how a growth is always green? It starts off green. Everything is green. When you go to work and you start a new job, you're green at your job. And grass grows, it starts off as a seed, but it turns green. And then as it gets bigger and taller, it starts to fade from green to brown. And brown, you notice how that the tops are always have a brownish color to it. So everything that goes through life is green, and you start off
green.
That makes that.
Well, then if you think about it, maybe we are the hidden, like, or the fallen gem from the crown. I was trying to figure this out, you know, like, so yeah, I'll get into that later on when I decide that rabbit hole again.
Angie's mind is working right
Guys,
now.
one second, so I have. Oh my goodness!
His phone died.
Whoa!
Oh, it let him know.
That was a vibration.
I will message him and tell him we'll have another day where he can get on here and shed some more light, because he does have, I believe this man has a calling on his life to help another man grow.
Well, then I got a story for you. Okay. A lot of times, you know, and I have played this story many times. Tony's very familiar with my monks. It is one of my favorite stories when it comes to depression, and being sad and not being able to pick yourself up, and different reasons that you should.
Yeah, it's a good reminder to live life happy.
So we're going to end the show tonight with going ahead and watching this video. It is from Dare to Do Motivation. And like I said, I really do love this. If you guys want motivation, no matter what it is for, it is a great site. It has a lot of amazing videos on there. They really take their time to really put these stories together. So it's really incredible. And so, Chetta, I'm going to tell you, you are not allowed to cry or tear up during this. You are going to be, it is going to be happy tears, I know. But this is going to hit you just like it's going to hit all of you guys out there. Oh God, he's going to cry cheese. Okay, here we go.
She's going to shred you.
I hope you guys all had a wonderful evening, and thanks for joining us at Angified. Please enjoy this video. Go like, share, and subscribe to Dare to Motivation. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 when we talk all over Glenn and Tony. All right, here we go.
Once upon a time, in ancient China, there lived 3 old monks. Their names are not remembered today, simply because they never revealed them to anybody. In China, they are simply known as the 3 laughing monks. They always traveled together and did nothing else but laugh. They entered a village or a town, stood in the center of its main square, and started laughing. Slowly but surely, the people who lived and worked there, and the passers-by, couldn't resist and had to start laughing as well. Until a small laughing crowd had formed, and eventually the laughing had spread to the whole village or town. That was the moment when the 3 old monks moved on to the next village. Their laughter was their only prayer, all of their teaching, because they never spoke to anybody. They just created that situation. All over China, they were loved and respected. The people had never known such spiritual teachers before or after. They seemed to communicate that life should be taken only as a great opportunity to laugh, as if they had discovered some kind of cosmic joke. So they traveled and laughed for many years, spreading joy and happiness throughout China. Until one day, while being at a particular village in the North Province, one of them died. The people were shocked and came running from afar, leaving the fields unattended for the day, only to witness the other 2 monks' reaction to this dramatic event. They were expecting them to show sorrow or even cry, and the whole village came to the place where the 3 monks were. 2 alive and 1 dead. But the 2 remaining monks were laughing only harder. They were laughing and could not seem to stop. So that a few of the good people who were assisting to this scene, in disbelief, approached them and asked them why they weren't mourning at all for their deceased friend. And for one time, the monks actually responded. Because yesterday, on our way to your village, he proposed a bet on who of us would beat the other 2 and die first. And now he won, the old rogue. He even had a testament prepared. The tradition required to wash the dead and change his clothes before putting him on the funeral pyre. But the old monk had explicitly asked to leave the old clothes on him, since he had never been filthy for 1 day. I never allowed any of the filth of this world to reach me through my laughter, his testament stated. So the old man's body was placed on the pyre with the garments he was wearing when he had arrived. And as the fire was lit and started licking on his clothes, to everyone's astonishment, suddenly fireworks of 100 colors went exploding up and down and to all directions. And finally, the people who had gathered there also joined the laughter of the 2 wise men. You see, in life, in your life, maybe the only reason that we are here on this earth is so we can laugh and laugh and never stop experiencing joy and laughter. So next time you face a problem, look in the mirror and just laugh the problem away. Because your joy is what makes you alive. This is Dare to Do Motivation Stories. Thanks for watching and stay blessed.
I'm a fool for you, 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 you. La da 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 da. I'm a fool for you, 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 you. Since I was a little girl, I only knew what was real to me. The stories untrue. It was ingrained in the night and bed. It's just stories, so I told my head, but when I met you, I just
Rawr, rawr. This is Angified Presents Productions. So, like, good night,